How's everybody doing? This is Ambassador Actor Tony Taylor reporting live from Manhattan. I'm here with some special guests. I'm excited to have
H.E Johnston here.
Right, and of course
Actor Julie, a voice from the Life Force.
And our editor, our screenplayer is none other than Joseph DeCross. You'll see him a little later. We're just going to do a little something different today in this beautiful park out here. This is a beautiful part of well, actually we're in Chinatown, am I correct?
Yeah, but it's Lower Manhattan.
Yeah, we're in
Columbus Park,
right.
Very famous.
Right, what's the name of this park?
Columbus Park.
Columbus Park.
Columbus Park, very famous park.
Yeah. Say hi. Say hi to the Miracle Woman.
Hi.
We're going to be talking about her story, A Voice from the White Horse. We'll get into that just in a bit. So basically, we're here today and we're having a great time meeting, networking, sharing our goals, our desires, and what we're about. Tell us what you do.
Well, I'm really a financial guy, but I'm involved in martial arts, from Qigong to Wing Chun Kung Fu. And actually, that's how I sort of met Julie, was at a martial arts event.
Awesome.
In Atlantic City.
Awesome. So, now Julie, what brings you back to New York?
Well, I have a friend, like a brother, Tony Taylor, and Joseph DeCross. And I think this is the best networking place ever in New York. You have to bring from LA to New York and bring back to the LA. And yeah, meet some great, awesome new friend of mine. Charlie Johnson.
Well, actually, tell us your experience at the Grandmaster Expo that where you recently were at. You got an award. Tell us about that.
Well, thank you to Charlie. He hooked me
Charlie
up.
rocks.
And he surprised with the award. Awesome. And then Sifu Cliff, he's very nice also too. He invited us to make this thing happen.
And where was this expo taken at, this Grandmaster Expo, Charlie?
This every year is done in Atlantic City, and this was the second one. I met Julie at the first one in January with Master Alan Goldberg, and this one was Sifu Cliff in Atlantic City also. And
awesome.
It's Expo number 10. It's the 10th year of this martial arts expo with demonstrations of masters of the martial arts.
That is awesome. I want to say congratulations to both of you on your endeavors and your achievements. So we're going to go right to the story because Julie Paula-Lee, who I met about 3 years ago in Hollywood, we met actually at my church. She's a producer, and I began to tell her, yes, I'm an actor, but she reached out to me by a friend request. And why did she did that? Because I love to talk. So I began to just tell her what I am, I'm an actor, and so forth. And she began to tell me about her book tour that she was going to go around the world, and New York City was going to be one of her stops. So she's here again. This is her third time in New York City. And we did previously some book signing tours lastly when she was here. So she's back. Now tell us, where were you born, Julie?
Phnom Penh.
Phnom Penh,
Cambodia.
Okay.
Capital.
Yep.
And so tell us what happened when you were at the age of 6, 7 years old. Something happened in Cambodia.
Well, it took place for Cambodian started having war of Pol Pot, and his troop come and raid my house, took my parents away. And before that, my dad gave me a Life was going first. And that's when I named my voice from my Life was from the dream. And I kept that Life was for a while, and then I started having flashbacks, remember what happened to me in the death camp and all that kind of stuff, because my grandfather told me to write a story.
Right.
You know, and I'm sure you're gonna find your dad somewhere.
So there were such tragedies that happened in Cambodia. This is during the time of the Vietnam War. Actually, is a thing that's called the Orange. The Red Cambodia. There's other things that took place besides Vietnam War. You need to know about this story. This wicked ruler, Pol Pot, which was a failure as an electrician, was trained by the French communists. He came back and invaded her country, Cambodia, where millions were tortured, killed, butchered. And that was why the majority of Cambodia was on the run. Am I correct,
Yes.
Julie?
Well, of course, I see a lot of dead bodies everywhere. You know, I was witness of everything, of killing, you know. And then I stepped on some wooden stick and then I had my leg infection, and I decided to. I don't know. Somehow I fall asleep. Next thing you know, I was in the hospital somewhere.
Right. You were in the hospital in Thailand.
In Thailand.
Right. Tell us how you have read this book, Charles. Right, Charles?
Oh yeah.
Tell us how you read this book and how this book affected you so far with her amazing story.
Well, because I know that era, and I had a lot of friends that spent time in Vietnam and Cambodia and the things that happened over there. There's been many films documenting the stories. You've got the Killing Fields.
Yes.
Is one of the most famous of the tragedies in Cambodia, where so many Cambodian citizens were just killed by the Khmer Rouge and Pol Pot.
Can I ask you a question? How many people were killed? How many people killed through this great era, this great tragedy?
I mean, just by Pol Pot soldiers, the numbers got to be in the hundreds of thousands. I mean, unbelievable. Men, women, children, everything. A lot of suffering. But a lot of the world was not familiar with what was going on in Cambodia because Cambodia was sort of closed to the Western world.
Absolutely. Right.
And more of the focus was on Vietnam.
Right.
But even Pol Pot at first had the Vietnamese on his side, but then he lost that confidence from them by trying to attack the Vietnamese, and that's what really led to the savior of the Cambodian people was the Vietnamese coming in after being attacked by Pol Pot troops, and they pushed them back and pushed them back and pushed them back.
Right.
And a lot of Cambodian citizens made it to the safety of Thailand, and the land of smiles.
Yeah, that is absolutely, that's one thing that you just shared. I love that because I remember reading that portion in Julie's book, The Land of Smiles. And Cambodia was considered as the land of death.
Yes.
And Thailand, the land of smiles. So we're excited to know the miracle woman, Julie Paula Lee, author, CEO, and producer. How is your life now?
Well, my life is gonna meet all the good friends and stuff like that. But I'm still surviving, you know, to get this story out. And the reason why, because I want to go back to Cambodia and build a school for them. If I make these movies happen, we need all support we can.
In sponsors,
In
right?
sponsorship.
Investors.
And you can look at my website,
Right.
www.julieleewhitehorse.com or whitehorsestandard.com.
That is awesome. So actually, we're looking for investors. It's important as a start. We can use $5,000 for funding toward this awesome project. Can I see this book? Many of you remember me as I did YouTube videos for Julie Paula Lee, A Voice on the White Horse. You remember that? So this book is amazing. You need to get a hold of this book. It's not just a book of miracles, but it's a book of inspiration. It's a book that will change your insight and your perspective on the Vietnam War and also on your life. Life is precious. God has given us life, and I'm glad to meet Julie Paula Lee, one that has experienced miracles after miracles. That's one of the favorite chapters that I loved in the book about the miracle tree. But you just need to get the whole of the book. She gave the information, so we need you. Every dollar, every penny, investors, sponsors all over the world, help us to make this happen. Also, as I read her book, she's looking for her father, whom she has not seen since 35 years. It's been about 35 years since she has not met her father. She's been reunited with her mom, and so we're looking through this movie that we'll be able to also find her father. Her father's somewhere in Cambodia, somewhere we don't know. So we thank you for your time, but also I want to turn things over now. I want to introduce now to you Joseph Gross. He's our screen editor and our screenwriter.
Screenwriter, freelance writer. Right now, I'm trying to produce my own movie too, the WTC too.
Yes. Who's going to be in that movie? I think I'm going to be in there, right?
Oh yeah.
You know, kudos should go out to Thailand also for offering refugee to, all of these Cambodian people that escaped the Pol Pot regime. I'm on my way to Thailand in 2 weeks, and I'll be there for about a month and a half. And
Wow, awesome.
I'm very excited about being back there. My 5th or 6th trip.
Wow, I'll tell you what. Save me a ticket. Let me come with you.
Well, I keep telling everybody, come with me, come with me.
Yeah,
Just
all
put
right.
your luggage. I hire luggage for 3 days.
That's it.
Yo, this is exciting. So